Okay, India at present, the geography of India is extremely diverse with landscapes ranging from snow-capped mountain ranges to deserts, plains, hills and plateaus. Present India is bordered by Pakistan, the People's Republic of China, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Nepal, Bhutan and Afghanistan. The Maldives and Sri Lanka are island nations to the south of India. But I would like to tell you that before the arrival of the British in the 18th century, India was a vast country, a vast land with Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan and Bangladesh was just Pakistan was bifurcated from India in 1947 and Bangladesh in 1971. So Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Afghanistan and Myanmar, these countries were together with India. So just imagine how big, how great India was just a few years or few decades ago. The current population of India is more than 1.38 billion, about 1.4 billion. The population is equivalent to 17.7% of the total world population. India is the second most populated country in the world. Still, it is an agro-based economy, while 35% of people live in urban areas only, while almost 70% people live in rural areas. The life expectancy of people is 74.2 years. The big cities of India are Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Kolkata, Chennai, Ahmedabad, etc. India, the largest democracy in the world, is having 2.4% of world's landmass and is home to more than a sixth of world's population. It symbolizes what? Peace, cooperation and non-violence in international relations. It maintains good relations with its neighbors, particularly with mainly with China, Pakistan and all the neighboring countries. India is a land of young people. We are proud that India is a young people. India is a land of young people. Only 5.3% people are above 65 years of age. It is observed that India has more than 50% of its population below the age of 25 and more than 65% people live below the age of 35 as per 2001 census. 72.2% of population live in about 6.38 lakh villages and remaining 27.8% live in more than 5,100 towns and over 318 urban agglomerations. And India's population exceeds that of entire continent of Africa by 200 million people. India is a multi-religious and multicultural country. The majority of the people are the Hindus, followed by Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists and Jains. In terms of literacy rate, it is observed that 3/4 of the people are literate in India, including 82.14% of men and 65.46% of women. There is abundant diversity in religion, political idealism and thought process of people. In spite of all differences, here is strong unity and integrity among people. India is a holy place of spiritual leaders, ascetics and great philosophers for centuries. The mosaic of Indian culture, philosophy, liberal religious, natural wealth, architecture and biodiversity has attracted people from across the globe since ancient times. Thousands of foreign travelers truth finders and beauty lovers have come to India on foot, spending thousands of days to have a taste of its natural beauty, cultural grandeur, intellectual profundity, philosophical knowledge, and blessings of religious gurus. Since long past, India has been practicing meditation, yoga, and religious rituals for personal, national, or international welfare. Have you seen India has ever invaded any country, looted their wealth, and exploited people, as has been done by some of our contemporary European friends? Has India ever instigated or invaded any country anywhere in the world? The answer is a big no. Indian people are generally peace-loving, respectful, tolerant, and mostly law-abiding, though in recent times only a few exceptional cases are experienced sporadically in few pockets of this vast country. The Hindus are particularly non-violent, non-disruptive, and non-harmful. The spell and ethos of reunification, sacrifice, and service to mankind are practiced for centuries by the Hindus, Buddhists, and Jain monks across the globe. We not only preach world humanism, but also practice it sincerely by heart. The same tradition is being followed by Indians wherever they may live and whatever position they may hold. Second, I would say about how India can solve global problems. Let me cite a Sanskrit sloka, a very, very famous Sanskrit sloka. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharatam abhuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam sijanmaham. The meaning of this sloka is, whenever there is a decline in righteousness and an increase in sinfulness, O Arjuna, at that time I manifest myself on the earth. Next, I am citing another related slok. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashayascha duskritam dharmo samsthapanarthayo sambhavami yuge yuge. The meaning of this sloka is to protect the righteous, to annihilate the wicked, and to re-establish the principles of dharma. I, God, appear on this earth age after age. Now, before going to draw a picture of India, I have drawn the picture of India, but before highlighting how India can be a global leader in solving crisis or problems, I would like to say that I would like to cite a quotation of Kailash Satyarthi, who is a Nobel laureate of 2014. He received Nobel with Malala Yousafzai for working for the children and child laborers. So he said that India may be a land of 100 problems, but it is also a place for 1 billion solutions, unquote. India is the champion of world peace and cooperation. How India is a land of peace and cooperation? Let me highlight this. Being a holy land, India produces thousands of good and great sons daily, but the land was polluted and aggravated by the invasion, exploitation, and extraction of immeasurable wealth by some European countries. And about for 200 years, when India attained independence in 1947, the world was divided into two belligerent camps that were at odds with each other. Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, had inherited a nation of 370 million famished people. The country's economy was in disarray. India's share of world's wealth had fallen about 30% in the mid-18th century to less than 3% when the British left the country in 1947. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru had